Democrats should be in a position to where next year's elections should be, not saying they will be, but they should be a blowout. Republicans over this past year have proven that not only are they incapable of governing, they're incapable of even acting like human beings for more than 5 seconds. But having said that, the success of the Democrats next year is up to you. And I'm not talking about you as a voter. I'm talking about anybody watching these videos that may be considering running for office. That leads me to a wonderful question from the Blue Badger 42, who says, "Hi, Faron. My question for you is with regards to progressives like myself that are in swing districts that are thinking of running for office, as I am starting to seriously consider challenging my representative, Mike Gallagher of Wisconsin's 8th District, for his seat. What advice would you have for progressives when it comes to them fighting these conservative politicians in swing districts?" It's a brilliant question. And let me tell you, if you're legitimately considering running for office, then you should run for office. You're already there. You don't need to say, "Oh, should I?" If you've put that much thought into it, you're there and you should do it. That is my advice, 100%. You should do it. Now, easier said than done, right? You got a life, you got things going on. So do what works best for you. But you seem to understand that you have a calling, and I don't think that's a phone call that you should ignore. Don't send it to voicemail if it's calling. Do it. Answer it. Talk to them. So how do you do it, right? How do you get your message across in a swing district? Swing voters are scary. Not saying that they are terrifying. I'm saying they're people that are easily scared. "Oh, you can't go too far left. Oh, don't go too far right. What do? We don't know. We just want the middle, the status quo. That's what makes us happy." Sorry to be mean to swing voters. I'm sure there's some of you watching this. You don't all sound like that. In my head, you do. Now, what do? You got to laser focus your messaging. Here's what I mean by that. Joe Manchin is able to win, or at least up until next year, a state like West Virginia because he's a very conservative Democrat. Because he goes out there and he talks about, we don't got to protect the environment. Hey, the corporation's employing you. They need tax cuts. But hey, maybe we should also do some liberal things. I don't know. You're not going to stick a Bernie Sanders in West Virginia and get Bernie Sanders to win. You're not going to stick a Joe Manchin in Vermont and have Joe Manchin win. You have to know how to talk to people in your district about the issues that matter the most to them. Because everywhere in this country is different. You know, I use Bernie Sanders because obviously he's one of the, the furthest left people out there. Like Bernie Sanders couldn't win with his messaging in the state of Alabama. He wouldn't win down here in Florida. But could he win in a swing district in Wisconsin? Maybe. If he changes the messaging. Not his policies, not where he stands on the issues, but you have to change that messaging. You can take the most progressive idea out there. Universal health care is a great example. And Republicans will twist it and make it seem like the government's taking over your health care. Barack Obama and Joe Biden going to be in charge of deciding if you get your cancer treatment. And those were literally things they said during the Obamacare years. So how do you fix it to where your voters don't get scared off by these ideas? You start by addressing their concerns with healthcare in general. You talk about the success of government-run programs like Medicare. And that's just using universal health care as, the example here. But there's plenty of others too. You have to make sure that you're able to take a very progressive idea and make it palatable to people who are on the fence. You can't be too extreme one way or the other in a swing district. Now, if you're in a deep blue district, go all out, right? You don't have to curtail it. You don't have to soften it. You're good to go. If you're in a conservative district, you got to be even more careful. You sell them the same policies because the policies are popular. Got to get the framing of it right, though. So that is my best advice. 1, if you're already thinking about running, run. 2, know who the constituents are. Know their concerns and tailor your messaging around those concerns. I hope you are successful with your bid.
Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.